3 ways that we can pull guard, no gi. We did a video on how to pull guard into ashigarami with the gi, so this is the companion to that video. The link will be down below. When you're working with somebody in a standing position, there are going to be times where you feel like your partner is much better than you. Maybe you're at risk of getting taken down hard, or you feel like you're getting out gripped, and you need a way to get down to the ground. Generally, we don't like to pull guard by jumping to close guard or pulling into a more neutral position. We like to pull into attack position. So let's take a look at a couple of ways we can do that. So the first one takes place, your partner can take a grip, or you can proactively get a cross grip, and we're going to get this elbow 2-on-1 here with our partner. We want to square our partner up, so we're going to drift away, closing our elbows and getting our partner to step with us. Then from here, we're going to sit. When we sit, we're going to take one leg, put it forward, tuck the second leg underneath, and we're going to land in this kind of this semi-butterfly position. Take your 2 elbows and pull them in. That's going to get this pullback reaction from your partner. As you pull, they pull. Then we're going to shoot our 2 feet forward. We're going to make a connection here with our toes turned out. Then we can use our partner's hand as a drive to punch through, knock them down here. Then from here, you're in a good position to stand up, and you can start to work passing. Okay, so that's the first. We use a double koji. Second, we come forward, and our partner, for instance, takes a collar tie. We're going to clear that collar tie by taking our hand to the outside of our partner's elbow, bowing our head a little bit, and then we're going to retreat. As we retreat, we're going to make it look like we're sitting down to guard. You can even take an elbow 2-on-1, so one hand on the wrist, one hand here on the elbow. You'll notice that as we go back, we're going to just tuck our leg and sit. So we're not going to sit all the way down to our hip. Instead, as we step back here, we're going to sit just enough so that we can kind of load ourselves up onto this leg. Then we're going to release, and now we've got a clear shot through so we can double leg our partner. Essentially what you're doing with this is you're level changing. So instead of pulling to a guard and then sitting back and playing supine, you're going to pull to this position. Then from here you can release, take a grip on your partner's knee, put your head in the center, 2 hands behind your partner's knee, and then from here you can knock your partner down. So this is another very good way of being proactive with your pull. The last one is off of no grips, or even if we're in a position where we have inside position, we're going to take our hand, in this case it's going to be the left hand, we're going to reach down and we're just going to touch our partner's knee. This hand's going to come to here. The right hand can hold the wrist, it can hold the tricep, or it can hold behind the shoulder. We're going to step away from our partner to draw this leg towards us. As we do, we're going to take our left leg, tuck it, and sit. We're just going to keep pulling until we land with our 2 knees, one on each side of our partner's knee. Now you can fire your legs up here, and there's your ashigarami. Okay, your second hand, if you can get a grip on your partner's leg, do it. If not, don't worry. We're going to focus on our partners. Remember, you've been pulling them forward so you can get that backwards reaction. Just control, knock your partner down, and then from here, you're able to get up on top. So these are 3 excellent ways of going from standing position and essentially pulling guard, right? We're not snapping our partner down, not a double leg, not a single leg, no big judo throws. We're going to sit, and then we're going to take our partner down. There are other ways of doing this, okay? Now, as I said, we don't really favor jumping to close guard, but especially if you get tangled up in a situation where your partner gets the underhook here, a lot of times this underhook functions from a standing position a lot like it does when we're down on the ground. A lot of you know that I'm a big fan of the clamp as a way of setting up the guard and using it to attack our partner. We're going to take advantage of this underhook. So we're going to take our hand, right now it's kind of a whizzer, and we're going to shrink it back. So we're going to close the elbow, and we're going to take our hand and we're just going to cup our partner's tricep here. Okay? So we're going to drift away. You can hold your partner's wrist here. Closing the elbow. Now we're going to recline. As we go to sit back, we're going to take our left leg, put it forward, and then we're going to sit, and we're going to put our foot here on our partner's hip. This is just kind of a measure of distance. We're not trying to push our partner away. Actually, what we want is we want a little bit of a pullback reaction. When that happens, we're going to bring our 2 hips up. Notice that this inside thigh goes right next to the back of the hand, and then from here we can drive forward, and you get a very quick teigatami right off of the pull. So this is a nice one, especially if you feel like you've been out gripped and your partner has the underhook. We're going to go head to head, get our grip, sit, pull, foot goes here to the hip, and you'll notice that we're turning slightly off to the side, fire that leg up, and then from here, you're going to connect your inner thigh to your hand for a very quick version of teigatami. So that one's a very good surprise attack. Even if you don't get the finish, you'll often get a very strong pullback reaction that will let you come up. You can start to wrestle up. You can change levels and get up on top, or you can come back to the standing position. So these are not the only methods, but they are some good ones. Personally, I think they're the best. They're much better than just getting a grip and sitting down to a position where you have no contact or connection with your partner. A lot of times when people go to pull, especially no gi, that's the big problem. They're not sure how to get a good grip. So you can use these grips. Elbow 2-on-1. Elbow 2-on-1. Grip here by your partner's leg. Or taking advantage of your partner's underhook to trap, create space, and then move into some of these attacks. So hopefully this is helpful for you. If you want to know more about how to do this, we have a video on how to do it with the gi. Links down below to a lot of other stuff, including all of the things Sensei has been up to, some of the stuff that I've been up to. Thanks so much for watching. Oops. 3 best guard pulls for no gi.
Isn't there a bonus one at the end, Sensei?
There's a bonus one at the end, so stick around. Don't forget about it.